Hello guys, it's Alison here once again. What I've got here, I've called it a Forex Masterclass. Now, this is a very bold claim, guys, but what I'm going to share with you today, I think is very important. How you're going to catch a new trend. I'm Alison here from Simple FX Pro. That is the name of my Forex Education and Trading Ideas, or you can call it Signal Service. I'm very passionate about trading. I'm very passionate about teaching other people. It's something I really enjoy doing, and yeah, I do quite a lot of that in my Telegram channel and groups. So I call it a Forex Masterclass. I'm going to keep it really simple, but I think there are some really important concepts that I want to get off my chest today to share with you guys. Now, I could actually bundle this into a training and sell it for hundreds of dollars, but I still believe that Forex education should be free to a great extent. I wish I could do it for everybody for free, but for those who want one-on-one training, mentoring takes time. Okay, so I'm going to share with you this today because it has been working so well for me. Actually, before I go any further, let me just log off here. Let me nip to my Telegram group and show you guys something real quick. This is some of the results I had today from trading. Today I put this Telegram screenshot up today. So this method really works for me. This is the screenshot of the trade I took today, 170 pips, and I closed it with about nearly 500 pounds I got off this today. I'm in the UK. So this is not to impress anybody, but to tell you that what I do actually works. Okay, so if you come to my Telegram channel, I will leave a link below. I have a lot of screenshots telling guys what to do, just giving some instructions or some tips about how to trade. Okay, so guys, let us come back here. Okay, so today I want to show you guys how to catch a new trend. Okay, and I'm going to keep this real simple. With trading, simple is the best way forward. I see a lot of people trying to complicate trading with far too many indicators and far too many complex strategies, guys. You don't really need that. You just have to keep things simple. Okay, I have found that with trading, simple is actually the best way forward. Okay, so I'm going to be exploring a few concepts, and all of them are natural occurrences based on price. And as many of you know, price is king when it comes to trading. Having too many indicators on your chart will just blind you to price, basically. Okay, so hopefully this video would help you understand a few concepts and how you're going to trade. What I've noticed is that quite a lot of my viewers are not even subscribers to my channel. So if you like these videos, just if you look below this video, you're going to find this like button. Just smash it for me, guys. Just smash it, ladies and gentlemen. And after you smash the like button, you subscribe to my channel. And then after you have subscribed to the channel, you're going to have this little bell icon. When you click it, when I make this kind of videos, you are going to get notified. Okay, so let's move on now. And okay, okay, so why am I asking for your likes? Your likes actually helps my channel to grow. It is you that's going to help this channel to grow. If you like it, just give us a big fat thumbs up all the time. Okay, and so just subscribe today, and like I said, get notified each time I make new videos. Okay, enough of that. Right, so what is this concept? What is the first concept? I'm talking about divergence on the higher time frame like daily and 4-hour time frames. These are the higher time frames I use. I look for my entries mostly on the 1-hour time frame. Okay, I rarely go below that, but except I see a nice structure which I want to trade. So usually the divergence, I'm not going to have a lot of videos on YouTube talking about divergence. Okay, so bear with me. This video might be slightly long, but I tell you it's going to be really worth every single minute of your time. Okay, now usually divergence is the first sign that a change in a trend is likely. Like I said, I have a few other videos on my YouTube channel about divergence. I don't want to start talking about divergence, what it means and all that stuff, but it's usually the first sign that there's a change in momentum in the current trend and that a change in trend is likely. I'm going to go to a live chat and show you all of this, but let me just go through this bit of academic exercise for you. So today I'll be looking at a regular bullish divergence, how you're going to spot it and how you're going to check its reliability. You're going to be looking left on your chart. because market tend to repeat itself all the time, and price levels, like I said before, are very, very important, and more important than anything else on the chart. In fact, the price is king. So when you spot the divergence using the techniques I have described in other videos, you can mark that level if you have not already done so. If we get to my chart, I will show you how I have marked up my chart. Okay, so this is going to be a very important video for you to watch and learn from. I will suggest you, get a piece of paper, get a pen, and then get ready. And let me show you what I know and what's making me good profits in the forex market. Okay. So when you see a regular bullish divergence, it doesn't mean you should rush into a buy, or if it's a bearish divergence, you should rush into a sell. That is not how it works. You have to be patient, okay? That is something that you need to learn. This will also teach you patience. So don't rush into a buy in the case of a regular bullish divergence. Why? Because the market makers, I'm sorry about that. I didn't really proofread this. But the market makers, if you don't even know who they are, then you should go and learn a bit more about the market makers. They are the big banks, the hedge funds, the big traders, the institutional traders who actually control the market. They may be very likely to be building up positions for the next move, very likely to reverse the trend. So you could see a lot of consolidation in that zone. So I'm going to show you all that on a live chat. So what is the best thing to do? The best approach, like I said, is no rush. Patience is golden in trading. You should add that pair to your watch list. I know that doesn't sound very exciting after all the build up, but yeah, that's what you should do. If you see a pair that's showing you divergence on a higher time frame, then you should do well to add it to your watch list, because you're not beginning to watch it. The next thing you're going to do is to draw a sloping trend line. For example, for a bullish divergence, I'll be expecting a sloping downtrend, because it would have been a downtrend for a while. So you want to draw a sloping downtrend. A break of that trend line would confirm that the trend has changed. So that should also keep you from jumping into a bad trade, because we could just have like a trick move from the market makers. It looks like it's going up, but if it doesn't break that trend line and retest it, then you're probably better off trading with the current trend. But you draw that sloping trend line, and then the next thing you're going to wait for the first big impulse move. I'm going to show you all this in a live example on here, okay? With NZD US dollar, I've spotted a bullish divergence on that pair. I'm going to share that with you, okay? So why would you want to wait for that impulse move? That impulse move, if you know anything about Elliott wave theory, that is usually the beginning of a new trend. You wait for a big, massive candle. It could be a pin bar on a daily chart, or it could be a bullish engulfing candle on the 4-hour time frame, but it has to be something you look on the chart, you say, yes, the buyers have actually overtaken the sellers. If that is, or the reverse may be the case in a downtrend, a new forming downtrend, or potential new downtrend. So, but in our case, we're going to be looking at a bullish divergence with a massive candle. We're going to look for a massive candle with a big, spread in price, massive candle, bullish one engulfing, or you're looking for a pin bar. Okay, these are the price action signals or candlestick patterns you should be looking for. So first, we spot the divergence. Secondly, we mark up that level. We look left. You're looking left because you're also looking for pin bars in that area. Pin bars to your left on the daily time frame will tell you that is a zone where the market makers usually buy or accumulate their positions, ready for the next trend, which is their distribution phase. If you don't know, the market makers have got 3 phases. The market has got 3 cycles basically. You have the accumulation phase, the expansion phase, and then the trend phase. I will talk about this in some other video, but usually three phases. So very likely they will be in the accumulation or the contraction phase in the market, where you have a lot of consolidation. Okay, so like I said, I could talk about that in a different video, but you need to understand who you are trading against, which is the market makers. Okay, so back to the presentation. So like I said, this is usually the first step in establishing a new trend. Then you wait for a retracement. I'm going to draw all this for you to understand what I'm saying. Now, the retracement on that bullish first impulse move Again, if you understand Elliott theory, it's usually around 50 to 68, 61.8. I'm sorry, this 61.8 fib, not step up more retracement. So you wait for that big impulse move and you're waiting for that retracement. So if you're aggressive like me, you're looking for price action signals around those fib levels, pin bar, engulfing candles. That will definitely begin to give you some confirmation that the price has changed. Okay, so you can enter there, or if you are a bit more conservative, you can wait for this pattern. Let me show you this pattern I'm talking about here. I picked this pen up here. So first and foremost, we're going to wait for, so assuming we have been downtrending, right? And then we have our bullish divergence, which we see on our oscillator, that tells us that the price has made a lower low, but the oscillator has made a higher high. I'll show you all that. Okay, so what you're waiting for around here, now there could be some consolidation around here. Okay, so what you're waiting for is that bullish impulse. Okay, waiting for that bullish impulse move, and then the price is likely to retrace. Okay, now I said you should mark up that level. Okay, when price comes down here, you're looking left. You would have seen maybe other candle price action signals in this area as well. Okay, you would have seen pins in this area, a lot of pins from previous candles in history before. It shows an area of interest. So you spot divergence around here. This is your divergence area of interest. We're going to mark that here, divergence here. Okay, you compare that with your oscillator downstairs. I'll show you lower, and you wait for that impulse. This is the impulse I'm talking about, and you wait for the retracement. This retracement is powerful, guys. So this is going to be around maybe 50 to 60% retracement, and then boom, you go up. This is what happens all the time. Okay, so let me now go on to a live chart and show you what I'm talking about. So once again, if you like my training videos, please do well to give us a like, subscribe, and then hit this button here for me, so when I make new videos you will be notified. Okay, so I tend to talk a bit fast because I stutter sometimes. You might want to rewind this video, like I said, take notes, and then so you can get full value for it. Okay, so let me go on to the live chart. That's the end of my slideshow. I go on to my live chart. I go into my MT4 platform, and I'm going to show you now. My chart looks like a bit of a mess, but this is on the daily time frame. I have zoomed in quite a lot. I drew all these lines well beforehand. This is what you should do. You should mark up your chart. I have marked up some significant levels in my current, the current trend where I am. So as you can see, if we zoom back out, you can see the price has been making a big downtrend. Okay, proper big downtrend. Now, what I want you to observe here first is, let me see if I can get my, 1 second, see if I can get, I've got this pen, I normally use Epic pen. Let's see if I can start a pen, right? And then we'll come here, see if that pen comes up. I need that pen to show you a few things. Okay, hold on, let me see that pen. Brilliant. So that's the pen here. That's the pen here. Okay, right, so let's put this to one side. Right, so what you're going to see here, if I zoom in a bit more, okay, so zooming in, what's happening here? All right, let's see, is that all? Oh, is it frozen? Looks like it's frozen. Right, give me a few minutes, I'll come back to sort this out for you guys. It's looks like it's frozen. See, because of this pen? Let's see. I'm not, oh, I need to drop that, don't I? So let me drop that. Drop the pen, cursor, drop the pen, then I zoom back. Let me zoom back out. Okay, so as you can see, no, I think better this way, like this. I'll show you guys what I'm saying here. Okay, so now as you can see on the daily chart, if you notice here, let me pick this pen again, the price is beginning to move up, right? That's yellow color, begin to move up. Okay, you can see the bottom here, price is already going up. If you look very well on this, let me pick that up and show you what I'm saying. Let me see. That's the divergence I'm going to show you guys on daily chart. Okay, so as the price is making a lower low, you can see the oscillator is actually going up, right? So this is the divergence on the daily chart. Okay, the price was coming down, but the oscillator was making a high. Okay, it was making a higher high. Now I actually spotted this on the 4-hour time frame. So let me pick up the 4-hour time frame and show you this more clearly, right? So so you can see here, let me show you again. let's rub that off, take that off, and then take that off. So we have seen it on the daily time frame. Again, we pick it up on the 4 hour. The price was making a low here, right? And then this was making higher, right? So you see that again, we have looked left. You see this was happening on a very good level. If I come back to the daily chart, you're going to see what I mean. You see this level is quite significant. We have some price action here. The pins I talked about. We have the pin coming in here, okay? And if I'm sure if we go on the weekly, we're going to even see more price action in that area, okay? So this is what I mean by look left. When you can see here as well, this is another point where price has also made. So this is price hitting here. So this is a significant level, okay? So we have no doubt about that. Market has actually made pins in those areas. We have seen that again here, okay? So the next step, we have seen the divergence on the 4 hour, the daily, and the weekly time frame. And what we're going to do next, we look left, we see other price action signals in that area. And then we talked about as well, we talked about first, don't rush into a buy trade. We talked about drawing a trend line. So that's the trend line. You can do that here. It might not be perfect, but let us see the daily time frame. You can do the daily time frame. You can do that this here and do it all the way down here. Okay. So if you're really ultra conservative, okay, and one of the first things you have to do is to wait for the price action to break through this and come back here, retest, and then go up. That's what you're looking for if you're quite conservative, because price tends to respect these trend lines a lot. If we even take a comparison here, you can see that this trend only changed. If we go up here, okay, you can see how price respected this trend line, and it only changed when it was broken at the top here and when I had this reversal. Okay, so this I'm expecting something quite similar here as well. Okay, so right. So let us get rid of this. You understand what this is for, what that's for, right? Okay, so that trend line is there. So next we're talking about the impulse. You wait for that impulse move. Now, if we go on the 4 hour time frame, you begin to see that impulse I was talking about. Okay, so on the daily time frame, we saw this big massive push. Now it is not quite the bullish engulfing I was talking about, but this is quite a candle with a big spread, telling you that some guys are very interested here in buying up to prepare for the next phase of this. Now, don't forget that this could well be a retracement, okay? But even if this retraces up to this point, which is what I'm expecting, because this is the next level of structure that I see here, even if this gets up to here, okay, and then continues its way down, okay, and to respect the downtrend, which is, I don't know, what, how many pips are we talking about here? You're talking, even if it goes all that way, which I expect it to do, and you're talking what, talking about 180 pips before we even talk about this. This would be, there could be some action here as well, because if you look here, there's a bit of, consolidation here. When price consolidates in this area, there's a lot of, interest here from the market makers. And you can see this zone as well. In the same zone, you can see areas where price has acted as resistance before. So this would be a zone of interest when price comes back here, okay, around this zone here, okay. But we're talking about the 180 pips. What would that do to your trading? Okay, so we've talked about that one. Let us look at so we expect we need to have an impulse move, which is what I think is beginning to build up here right now. Okay, so if I come back here, pick up my pointer again, and then come back to the 4 hour time frame, we begin to see that we've had our impulse. Okay, that is our impulse move I was talking about. Okay, so after the impulse, I also talked about a retracement. You can also see that on the 4 hour time frame. Now, where is this likely to drop to if this trend is to continue? I would say if I put my Fibonacci here and leave it here, right, I suspect that the price will come up to around, so if it's just broken through 53% retracement, that is a 61.8, which I suspect, and that is a 50. So I would think I'll be looking for an entry around 0.62256, and my stop is going to be below here. Okay, so my stop is going to be what? My stop is going to be around 30 pips. Okay, so if it continues, it continues. So I expect this to bounce off here. I expect price action to bounce off the 61.8 level and then begin to shoot up. Okay, I will probably be taking profits around maybe my first take profit should be around here anyway, which is why, you know, my first step will be around here, and then I can start moving my stop loss. Okay, again, this is a very interesting level. This is horizontal, so you can see this is a level of interest here, which is where I probably want to take profit first, because you can see there's a confluence of a previously drawn level and this downtrend we're looking at. So it's going to be a very interesting area to look at, this zone here as well, with price level of 0.632. Okay, so we're probably playing for what, it's nothing's guaranteed, but I'm probably playing for around, let me say, 100 pips on this move alone. So if it continues, we can then begin to trail our stops and to get more profit. Okay, so guys, this is how you can catch a new trend. Now it could be that this could get here and decides to come back. Okay, if it does, you already have your stops in place, you've taken your profit, you watch what the pair does. But sometimes you could have a break above this, a retest, and then we're off to the races. Okay, so it's Alison here. I hope you really got a lot from this video. I will leave links to my Telegram group below, where I mentor. I also give a lot of trading tips on a daily basis, and I talk about retracement, I talk about divergence, I talk about very simple techniques on how to follow price and how to make those kind of profits that I see, that I showed you guys. Okay, so it's Alison here. This video has been a bit long-winded, but I believe that if you follow these concepts, you think about what I'm trying to share with you here, you will understand how to keep your trading quite simple, and just try to find divergence. Go and study more about divergences. It could just be one aspect of your trading or something to actually improve your trading. Okay, so it's Alison here. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to, like I said, give us a like, subscribe, and then hit this button here so that whenever I make new videos, you are going to be notified. Okay, so once again, it's Alison. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you either in the Telegram group. I'll see you again in my next video. God bless you. Bye bye.